What's going on, YouTube fam? This is Antonio and I'm back with another video. The response to my first vlog picking up my 2021 Hyundai Palisade calligraphy was so well received. I received so many comments and positive feedback from that video that I decided to bring you another vlog / review. This time we're doing a 2021 Hyundai Sonata N-Line. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for future content and leave me a comment below. If you haven't seen any of my latest videos, please do so. I have 2 parts of trying childhood 90s snacks that I did with my wife on my channel, as well as the first vlog of the Hyundai Palisade calligraphy. So please check out those 3 videos. Let's get to it. All right guys, so here you have it. This is the 2021 Hyundai Sonata N-Line. This trim level slides right under the top trim level, which is the Limited. I really love the redesign of the Hyundai Sonata when they did it last year for the 2020 model year, and I think 2021 just steps it up a notch with this N-line trim. I really love the LED headlights and how they flow right in. It's just a really cool design. It just elongates the car, and I really love bold design. So if you're a car manufacturer and you're putting out something really bold, that is what captures my eye first above anything. It doesn't have to be the name or the emblem of the company. It's all about design. That's where I'm really big at. If you could catch me by design, you have me hooked. And this paint color is called Shimmering Silver Pearl. I'm not a huge fan of silver as a color, but on the N-Line I think it looks pretty okay. And you could just see how that light transition just continues into the metal along the exterior of the car. And there you have your N-Line badge and specific N-Line wheels. I'm gonna just step back a little bit so you can just see the profile, side profile of this car. It looks really good. They did an excellent job. I'm gonna take you to the back of the car now. And you see we have the quad exhaust at the bottom. I love the LED treatment in the back, and this really pops at night, especially pitch black. Just seeing that red LED at the nighttime, it just looks really great. Just overall, this design might be a little bit too bold for most people, but I just think it really stands out from the pack. So the Sonata is Hyundai's mid-size sedan. So this sedan competes against the Nissan Altima, the Honda Accord, the Toyota Camry, the Volkswagen Passat, the Mazda 6, the Subaru Legacy, I believe. And it just is in a thing of its own. So specifically with this N-Line, under the hood versus the non-N-Line trim levels, you get a 2.5 turbocharged engine that puts out 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. So that torque number is huge, and I believe it's the most that you can get out of a mid-size car in this segment. So this car is extremely fast. Let's go to the interior. Now we're inside the 2021 Sonata N-Line. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and you can see we have a digital instrument cluster, very similar to the one that I showed you guys in the 2021 Hyundai Palisade calligraphy, but unlike the calligraphy, this specific trim level, you do not get the blind spot cameras or round view monitor. What you do get is a really nice leather wrapped steering wheel. You have your, call and end call buttons for your phone operations, the modes that you want to switch through, the volume, changing songs, lane departure warning, which this vehicle does have, and lane keep assist. This is for the adaptive cruise control and Hyundai Drive Assist. As well, and the thing that sets this trim level apart from any others is you get this really nice N-line badge on the Sonata, and this is the only trim line that you could get this on the steering wheel. And then you have red stitching, and you also get paddle shifters, which is a nice feature in a sports sedan or sporty sedan. The same continues with the treatment. You have really nice materials in this class. One thing I really love about this car is this is Hyundai's first vehicle in a lineup to get a Bose sound system. So I hope that, trickles to all the other models, especially the Palisade, because this is a really nice sound system in this car. All your switch gear for the windows and the locks. And here we have a 10.25 inch touchscreen, and I'm a real big fan of touchscreens. They're really useful, especially when you could actually don't have to reach too far across to touch anything. Those work really well. You have standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Unfortunately, both are not wireless, and I wish Hyundai would get on that with making wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because that would be extremely useful, especially down here with the wireless charge pad. Here you have your USB charging port, as well as a 12-volt outlet. And right here, like I showed you guys in the Palisade, once the phone is charging, this will light up yellow. Above we have our dual temperature control. You just switch it with the knob right here, and the quality of materials in this vehicle is actually really nice. Here we have heated seats, so you just press up for the temperature that you do want, and switch your fan speed, switch the direction of where you want the air to go as well, and the passenger also gets heated seats. And like many of the upcoming Hyundai models, including the Palisade, I showed you guys this, Hyundai is moving toward a push button ignition. It does take some time to get used to if you're used to, holding the shifter in your hand, or you're used to driving stick. It actually took me quite a bit of time to get used to, because I really like holding a stick shift or a shifter. And that 2.5 liter turbocharged engine is paired to an 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. It's an automatic transmission, and between the engine and the transmission, they both work really, really well together. I was actually really surprised. This is my first time driving a wet dual clutch transmission, and the combination between this and the engine is really phenomenal, and I think Hyundai did a really nice job, and actually makes me want an actual N performance Sonata. So Hyundai, if you're watching, please, let's make that happen. And here you have your drive modes, so you'll switch between custom, sport plus, which disables traction control, and you also have launch control in this car, which is really cool. And then you have sport and normal mode as well. most of the time that I've been driving this vehicle, it's been in sport mode, and it just sounds really good. Even though you get an artificial exhaust note, it just really sounds really good. And it really reminds me of my 2016 Nissan Maxima Platinum, put in a sport mode, and you get that piping of, you know, artificial exhaust note, but it sounds really good. And driving this car actually makes me miss that car a little bit. Just the instant power that I got from that naturally aspirated VQ V6 engine was just great. But I will say that this N-Line Sonata is quicker than the Maxima. It's 311 pound-feet of torque. So as soon as you put your foot on that pedal, this car just takes off. And I have left a lot of people in the dust once that street light hit green, just taking off. Like, I really love that instant torque that we do have. I'm gonna just pan over to the passenger seat. So like the driver's seat, you get these sport seats with a nice N badge stitching in here, so it kind of differentiates, the N-Line from the other Sonata trims. And this N-Line trim slots below the highest trim, which is the Limited. And you also, which is really surprising in a sport trim, you actually get a panoramic sunroof. And that's not usually found on a lot of sport trim models. You don't even actually get a sunroof at all, but it's nice that Hyundai was able to pull that off with this vehicle. And like I said, with this specific trim, you do not get a round view monitor, but you do get a backup camera, so it is really helpful. But overall, I really like this interior, and I've sat in the Limited trim, which is a little bit, you get a lot more features, like the blind spot camera, like the around view monitor. It's a really nice car. You get tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which is really nice, and you also get a power driver's seat. So that's really comes in handy. But overall, I think the quality of materials in this car are really top notch for this class. And obviously, the higher you look above the dash, the better the materials are. There are harder plastics as you get below eyesight, but that shouldn't be an issue at all. But overall, I think the designers did a great job with the inside of this vehicle. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a blast driving this Hyundai Sonata N-Line for the past couple of days. It necessarily wouldn't be a primary vehicle for my family, but a secondary vehicle, I would definitely consider this. This is the first sedan that I've actually liked driving since I had my 2016 Nissan Maxima Platinum, which had a lot of horsepower, but this Sonata N-Line is way quicker than that. So I've been having a lot of fun on these, twisty roads here in the DMV, just driving up and down, taking it on the highway. Is just a really phenomenal vehicle. If you have any questions about any Hyundai vehicles, please leave them below. Any car questions, please leave them below in the comments. Please remember to thumbs up this video and share this with all your family and friends, and I'll see you next time.